Alright guys, this is Let's Play Fire Emblem Sword of Seals, or as it is known in Japanese, Fuuin no Tsurugi. No. Since I have 3 save files, I have to delete one, so I will delete one. It wasn't important anyway. Let's do this shit. And I don't care if it may erase progress, that's kind of what I want. Just hurry up. I'm gonna play this. This basically gives a little backstory here about the humans and the dragons. I think 90% of all the Fire Emblems have a dragon of some sort in them, and it's usually the final boss. I know the first Fire Emblem, the third Fire Emblem, and the 6th and 7th one had them. I don't know about the 2nd one or the 4th or the 5th. I haven't played those. The 8th one, Sacred Stones, I haven't finished because, I don't know, it was kind of boring to me. And 9th one I haven't finished it either, but I don't think it has a dragon in it. It has a dragon race, but not a dragon in it. And then the 10th one I haven't played because I don't have a Wii. So, and I own the 11th one, which is actually the remake of the first one. So, yeah. So then we find out about Roy. Roy, as you know, is from Super Smash Bros. Melee. That was his first debut, actually. He appeared in a game that wasn't his own before he actually appeared in Fuuin, ironically enough. It wasn't like Marth, where we had to wait, 8 years after Melee for his game. And I guess it's better late than never. So this chapter is called Dawn of Destiny. I guess because Destiny has dawned on Roy that, oh shit, this is a Fire Emblem game. I always imagine the goon people, that's what I call them, the goon people, to have like these southern accents, kind of like a mix of like someone from Alabama meets Cockney. It's kind of weird, but that's what I picture. I mean, I don't even think I'd be able to emulate it, and I'm usually good with accents. I mean, I guess it's kind of hickish. So this is Marlinus in Eliwood. Well, now it's Lilina in Eliwood. Eliwood in Fire Emblem 7 was very, he was hot. I mean, he was attractive. In this game, he's all old and wrinkled. And when I first played Fuuin, I cried because I was sad. It's like, no, really, you got all old and kind of ugly, but at least he doesn't have a mustache like Albert did, because so this is Lance. He's one of the famed Green Knights, Cavaliers, whatever, and Alan is the red one. Every Fire Emblem game has to have a red and a green knight. It wouldn't be Fire Emblem without it. And also, Lance's dialogue, "Are you from Ostia? Lady Lilina is in the castle with Lord Eliwood." That dialogue does not make sense. Because it's kind of like rhetorical then. "Are you from Ostia?" I would wait for a response. I would be like, should I really tell you about Lady Lilina? You could be a spy. You could be wanting to kill her. But, I don't know. Maybe it just bothers me. It might just bother me. I don't know. Does it bother anyone else? So I'm going to have Lance Ponovich. It shouldn't be that hard. Lance has usually always been good in all 72 gazillion of my playthroughs. Now, Boars it depends on which way the wind blows. He could be very good or very bad. So can Roy, for that matter. Roy can be very good or very bad, depending on which way the RNG feels like being. So, I'm going to have Roy move closer to this bandit, because I want him to get some experience. The one time I was so afraid of Roy dying that I didn't like use him at all. So by the time I got to Zephiel, I got my ass kicked. So then I had to restart because, you know, I sucked. Roy was like level 7. That's how often I used him. So, thanks for almost killing my lord, by the way. I'm reminiscing about how, you know, Roy got his ass kicked by Zephiel and he almost died in the first chapter. That's okay. I've lost many, many, many people in the first chapter, like Walt, and I had Marcus die in the third chapter once up against a boss, and that battle was very difficult. But so you get 5,000 gold from this village. It's not bad. You get more money later, because Eliwood's a cheap bastard and doesn't give me money, and Boars apparently can't hit anything even if it's right in front of him. Way too fail. So I'm going to heal Roy, because I don't want him to die. I can't get a game over this early, otherwise, I mean, it's like 6:30 in the morning, I know, I probably suck, but that's just fail. I might as well just go on the S.M.S. Failboat or something. And Boar still can't hit. I think he needs to be shipped off onto the Failboat. Seriously. I could hit better. God damn it. So I'm gonna have Lance Pone a bitch. He goes stabbity stab. Like, no one ever hits him either. That's what amazes me. Then I'm gonna have Roy get some experience. But now that I think about it, I don't want to use his rapier. I like using his rapier against Cavaliers because it criticals. And that's kind of cool. So I'm going to have Marcus trade his iron sword to Roy, because he's not going to need that iron sword. Hell, he doesn't need that silver lance, because I'm never going to use him except to rescue people. Because he's a janky character. I mean, if you want to use Marcus, you know, to, like, poke people or something, to weaken, for, like, Walt to swoop in and steal the kill or something, that's fine, but I, on the other hand, prefer to not use him unless I absolutely have to. I'm like that with all janky characters, though, so, and I'm not the only one who's like that either. So I'm gonna have Walt impale someone with an arrow. Well, just give him another turn. Walt needs a better bow. As soon as I get a better bow, I will get him one. But not now. Oh, here's a bush. Now Walt has some experience. I'm gonna have Alan kick a bitch. Sometimes I accidentally slip, and for whatever reason I'll call Alan, like, Kane or something. And that wouldn't make sense unless you played the original Fire Emblem, or Book 1 of Manja, or the remake of a remake. So, maybe that's why, like, all these, like, enemies speak, like, Cockney, because in Fire Emblem DS, they speak Cockney for whatever reason. I played the European version. I could understand them speaking Cockney in the European version, but I can't understand them speaking Cockney in the American version. But then again, I don't know why, you know, they changed Navarre's name to Navarre and switched Sheeta to Kata, but, you know, I refuse to use that localization. So, the reason I have Marcus and Walt next to Roy is so then I can get... Oh, Boars actually did some damage. Is so I can get, Marcus and Walt supports with Roy at the same time. I think that's, you know, decent. We're almost 10 minutes into this video. I will have to stop soon, because I don't want this to be too long. Otherwise, YouTube will tell me to go fuck myself and shorten the video, and then I'll just glare at it for a few minutes and try to find a way to cut something out. So, probably after the enemy's turn, I'll stop this video. So, I think that sounds pretty fair. So I will end my turn, let the enemy move. I don't know why the enemy moved over one spot, but okay.